Oh, the things I do to amuse myself. And y'all. How did I ever do this shit? Okay, people, welcome back to another Fwoosh review. Tonight I'm taking a look at the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Casey Jones replica mask. Now, to be honest with you, I had completely forgotten about this. I probably pre-ordered it at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning when I was like, hey, I sure need a Casey Jones mask. But now that I have it in hand, I'm kind of excited about it. Now, if you don't know who Casey Jones is in the realm of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I don't know why you clicked this video. But from my own experience, when I was a kid, before the 1990 movie came out, he was kind of a crazy person. He showed up in the comics a little bit, he showed up in the cartoon very little, and people use that to argue against an action figure, even though I'm all for a damn Casey Jones action figure. And going back now, I had completely forgot that his voice was a ripoff of Clint Eastwood.
Catch you on the slopes, punk.
And that's why, from a personal point of view, some nostalgia should be wallowed in, not revisited. But then the 1990 movie came along, and it completely changed everything, at least for me. Up until then, most cartoons kind of pigeonholed each personality. You had the leader, you had the party guy, you had the serious, tough guy, and you had the smart guy. Most cartoons worked under these operating parameters. Each member had their own specialty, and that's what they stuck with. But after Batman's serious take in 1989 was a complete and utter success, I know I give Infinity War a lot of shit for being hyped up right now, but those of you who were alive in 89 remember the Batman mania. But then the next year, they actually made a serious movie for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Casey Jones, at least for me, was the standout. He possessed attributes from each turtle, and to me, a 15-year-old kid finding his way in the world,
regular or mental?
that was kind of mind-blowing. It kind of shook me and said, hey, you can be anything you want, really.
Oh boy. Leftovers.
But even though that opened my eyes, I still had to play Donnie whenever, we were out in the woods and such. Because, again, nerdy, kind of shy, kind of dorky, and the easiest weapon to get, really. Broomstick, knock off the head, and there you go, Donatello, much to the chagrin of more than one ceiling fan lamp cover. But getting the box in hand, I ordered this from Big Bad Toy Store. When I opened the shipping box and I pulled this out, and I thought, this is kind of small, and if you had never noticed, I've got kind of a large melon, so I'm kind of worried about it, but at the same time, I'm a little bit excited. And as far as packaging goes, there's pictures of the mask all over it. There's no unreadables, so it's made of cardboard. But getting it open, I feel like my mid-90s self would really enjoy the hell out of this. Because as you can see, my hair setup was reversed, and it would have looked really great at this mask. Just look at that kid, full of piss and vinegar and probably some other substances. But I still have a lot in common with Casey Jones. We both shared the same follicle fate. We both have a penchant for flat caps, and we both have a healthy obsession with Judith Hogue. This is me a couple of years ago at a Comic-Con with a sneaky drive-by picture. One, I was too nervous to actually meet her, and two, I'm just a poor boy. And getting out of the package, it's made out of a nice material. The straps seem heavy, sports-like, even. And the plastic, it doesn't feel like it would take a bullet or a baseball bat, but it's a little bit harder than I was expecting. It does have a little flex to it, but that's solid. And like I said, huge head. I'm stuck. Hopefully this isn't too muffled, but check it out. The straps had to come. Well, once you get it on, you can tighten it up a little bit, because I didn't have to go that far with the straps. I mean, I took them completely out. But like I said, someone with a large head will have to adjust it a lot before it actually gets to fit. Oh, I should have taken some more off the beard. I thought it'd hang down a little bit lower. And really, as far as comfort goes, it's not too bad. It kind of kicks me right here above the eyes. But surprisingly, as big as my nose is, it's comfortable. It's in the mask. And you know what they say about big noses? More Kleenex. You can see right here, point, and that's where it hits me, right above the eyes. But really, the only padding are these two soft foam pieces right here. It's fairly comfortable. But I will say, after having it out for a minute, it is awful damn clean, but that's not a problem at all. You could take it outside, throw it in the dirt, throw it in the grass, whatever, get some weathering to it. Because that's another thing about that movie. It was dark, it was dirty, it was gritty.
Class is pain 101.
Now, if you're not using this for a costume or a cosplay or wanting to wear it at all, you could probably get a mannequin head, display it that way, or just hang it on the wall. And no, this is not my green screen wall, this is my living room wall. Welcome to my world. Now, I don't know how accurate this is in the back with all these straps. You can only see Casey a couple times from the back, and usually there's hair dangling in places covering up what you can see of the straps. But really, when it comes down to it, if you actually have hair, unlike me, it'll probably cover up some of this and, you know, work out. You purse snatching pukes. You know, so if you have the hair or a wig, or you get some sporting equipment, maybe a jean vest, some workout gear, you're ready for Halloween if you're wanting to do this. Because
you didn't pay money for this.
I'm half considering it. Maybe old man Casey with some beard hanging out and shit. So at the end of the day, if I had millions and millions of dollars, I would have a room dedicated solely to cosplay items or prop replicas. I'd have Iron Man masks and Captain America shields and Thor hammers, Batman cowls, Aquaman tridents, and Casey Jones mask. The good thing about this, it is super affordable. $29.99, you can't really go wrong. Sure, it's a piece of plastic with some straps on the back, but it's very nice plastic, nicely shaped, damn accurate, with some nice heavy-duty straps on the back. This is going to hold up for you, especially if you decide to do Casey several years in a row. I'm very short in the prop replica department, but I probably have my favorite piece ever, and it's only taken about 30 years. So thank you, NECA, for bringing this 15-year-old's dream to life, and this 25-year-old, and this 35-year-old, and then finally this 42-year-old. So if you like the review, comment, like, subscribe.
Slow freak, I got work to do.
And now I'm gonna go get out of this because holy, I don't know how I did this for years. Hair hanging all over the place, sweating, so hot, so hot.